All right, you guys, Law of Fragrances back today. Now, this video today is kind of my reaction on a top 10 list for men, the top selling fragrances of 2023. Now, I'm not sure how accurate this list is because, you know, sometimes with niche brands and indie brands, they're not available everywhere. And though they might be selling, hard to really depict the answer of it, but looked at a few lists. So let's just get into it. I'll give you my thoughts on it. If I think they deserve to be on here or not. So let's talk about that. All right, number 10. Now, number 10 to me deserves to be on the list. It's Tom Ford Noir Extreme Eau de Parfum. Now, this is a great gourmand scent. Has a unique coffee note in there. Has some spice. Has some vanilla in there. Perfect for fall and winter time. Really date nights. I think that's the best place for it. It's just such a seductive, rich, creamy type scent. Like I said, it has a spice too. It's indulgent. I think this one deserves its spot on there. I'm happy with it. It's different. Not a lot of people I know own it. So Noir Extreme, I'm cool with that being on the list. Okay. Now, number 9 is from Valentino. It's Born in Roma. Now, I like this scent. I think this is really good for everyday wear. I think you could probably use it all year round. I'm not sure how it will perform too well in the winter time, but it is very nice. It's good quality. Again, you can wear it in any setting. I wouldn't waste it on the gym because I think the price has gone up. So outside from that, now, again, is this my favorite scent from Valentino? No, I would say number 3. I think Uomo Intense or Uomo, but Uomo Intense is harder to find. I think if it was more readily available, it might actually surpass Born in Roma. But I'm fine with Born in Roma being on the list. It's cool. Not a lot of people talk about it. Not a lot of people ask about it. I think people ask more about the Coral Fantasy and Born in Roma Intense. But I think this one is better than those. So that's a good one at number 9. Number 8, severely overrated. Shouldn't even really be talking about this fragrance anymore, going hopefully in the future. It's Bleu de Chanel. Again, the performance is not that good. The scent is outdated, honestly. I mean, look, I understand where people say blue fragrances, it's cool. It's been out for a long time. Almost everybody has it. Does it smell good? Yes, it's a pleasant scent. I don't think there's anything wow or spectacular about it. And there's better blue fragrances out there. So number 8, Bleu de Chanel. My hope is for 2024 and going forward, we don't hear any more about this scent. It's like I said, it's boring. There's nothing special about it. So done with that. On to the next one. Number 7 is Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Now, this is a very beautiful everyday scent. I only have one actually it's a major gripe with it, but it smells great. Again, you do pick up those notes that are in there, blended beautifully, high quality ingredients on my skin. And I've tried it a few different times. It lasts as long as a fart. And that is my problem because for the price point you're spending on this fragrance, it should last a little bit longer. Again, I'm not saying it has to be 12 hours and projection like crazy. No, but God damn it, have some performance in there at least, more than 6 hours. Shit, I can barely smell this, or anybody else really smells past 4 hours. And yes, I'm hydrated, I overspray, so I don't want to hear any of that with this one. So if they made this a little bit stronger, I would be happy, but I'm fine with being on those. It's a very high quality scent. Again, you could use this in any setting all year round. I think it's perfect for the office. So Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Number 6 is a scent. Is the first one I own from the scent. Like I said, I tried all of these. Wow, I do love it. And it is a perfect unisex scent. For the price point, I think it's too much. It's too much. Now, not sure if it's the EDP or the Extrait that's on this list. It might be the EDP because it's a little bit more affordable. But it's Baccarat Rouge 540. Again, this is probably on the women's list as well because this is it's a beautiful scent. It's very well done. It's been duped a million times. Obviously, if it's been duped that much, it's obviously for a reason. Like I said, I love this scent. I go nose blind to it. It lasts. I've been complimented on it. But I think now if you're looking at a price point retail for this particular size, I think you're looking at over $400. There's some high quality interpretations out there. Instant Crush from Mancera, Violet Bouquet, if you want some inspiration from Afnan. This, again, while I love it, it's severely overpriced, and you can find something close to it. Again, it's not going to match it, but something close to it without having to spend all the money, okay, for it. So again, while I love it, I think it's great. I don't even think it's Francis Kurkdjian's best scent. Probably wouldn't even be, it would probably be what, number 3 or 4 on my list of his scents. I think Grand Soir, Oud Sant Mood are better than this, but nonetheless, still a great scent. Now, number 5. Okay, so now we're going to the top 5 top selling. Another scent I own. While again, I think it is the best from the brand. I think everybody has it. The performance has been toned down because I've had multiple bottles of it. It is Versace Aros. We all know Aros. Is it, look, I think any age, my dad rocks this. I know teenagers that rock it. It still smells great. The mint, the apple, the vanilla. You can use it, like I said, I mean, I've used it during the daytime, but really for evening time, your parties, you're going out on dates. This is a great fragrance, but everybody has it now. And I always tell people, don't you want to smell a little unique? I think that would be the good thing. Just smell a little bit unique, but it's a great scent. But again, another one I hope we're kind of done with in 2023, in 2024. Please, Versace, come up with something new now. I don't think they've come out with a new fragrance in a while. So living off the days of Versace Aros, it still sells, obviously, as you can tell, but let's move on from it. Number 4. Well, I'm glad to see a niche brand on being number 4. This is from a brand that I find, a niche brand that I find severely overrated. I've tried a ton of their scents. Nothing has wowed me. They get talked about a lot, but the particular scent is not the one I thought that would be on this list. It is from Labo. It's another 13. I will say in hindsight, though, like on my skin, it's just whatever. It did still smell great. On my manager, shout out to Arek. It did. That's his signature scent. While it did smell good on him, for the price point and the smell of it, I can't say. Seeing this at number 4 blows my mind. Again, I've never been impressed with Le Labo. Don't understand the hype behind them. I think there's so many more niche brands out there that have better quality stuff. Well, I think my people like it is just because they're a little bit more on the mass appealing side, but nothing special to me. Again, while it smelled good on my manager, to be in the number 4 selling spot, there's tons of niche fragrances I would put over this. Hell, I would put Baccarat Rouge over it. So that is number 4. Le Labo, another 13. Number 3. Don't understand for the life of me why this is on this list. It's from Kiehl's. It's Original Musk. My wife and I both tried it. It smells very outdated. Is it okay? Sure, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's repulsive, but it's just whatever. I talked to the people at Kiehl's, a few different stores. They say it sells like crazy. Again, I don't understand why. Is it because it's $60? Maybe. I don't know. I guess that's what it is. Honestly, I would take Versace Aros over it, and that's $60 too. So I don't understand. If we're just talking about, like I said, in that price point, if you love men, if you're rocking this and you like Musk, I don't even know why you would own this. Get Initio Musk Therapy. There's other fragrances out there that you smell like musk and have that note in there and are better, way better. Again, you might spend a little bit more, but, you know, quality, I would say. So don't get it. Don't understand it. Don't see why it would be this high on the list. Number 3, Kiehl's Original Musk. I'm as shocked as you guys are for that being on the list. Now, with this list, I have a little bit of a... I'm going to dispute it. Don't know, again, how accurate it is. Because number 2, I think, is probably number 1. I don't see how number 1... in sales, we're talking about top sales. We're not talking about opinions or anything like that. Okay, even though, like I said, this is my opinion on these 10 fragrances. I don't see how number 1 outsold number 2, which I'm going to talk to you guys about. I think there's a big there's something wrong with this in terms of that. That's why I say it's not. I don't think it's 100% accurate. But nonetheless, we're going off the list. Number 2 is the most overrated scent in the history of man, Dior Sauvage. Now you're wondering, well, Lawrence, you have it. This was gifted to me, and I love minis. If it was a full bottle, I would have gave it away a long time ago. I think minis are cute and adorable. This is the only reason why I have this. I've never opened it, refused to use it. I've used decants. Don't understand what the scent, why everybody raves and goes crazy about the scent, because it got you compliments. Great. All these other fragrances will get you compliments that you've heard me talk about that are not on this list. I feel like people have a sort of attachment to it. I think people get offended when I make fun of this fragrance, like I'm personally attacking you. I'm not. I just think if you open your eyes, think outside the box, stop going into the hype machine just because Johnny Depp is the face of this fragrance, you'll smell a bunch of fragrances that destroy this in every shape, every way, some form. It smells like clean shower gel. Again, I'm not saying it's not a good smelling fragrance. It smells very pleasant. Would I rate this? No. Have I ever owned it? I mean, I guess if you count this, owning it, sure. Never spent the money on it. Never will. And I can say never, never will. I don't know why. Again, for 2024, if you had to choose between Bleu de Chanel or this, I would go with Bleu de Chanel. But please, for 2024, guys, let's stop rocking Dior Sauvage. Everybody owns this. I've seen so many people talk about it, so many collections, and pretty much everybody owns this. Why do you want to smell like everybody? Smell different. Dior Sauvage at number 2, which I think should be number 1 because I know so many people still buy it. All right. So my major dispute with this list is I just don't see how this fragrance outsold, because again, this is our top selling, how this fragrance outsold Dior Sauvage when you can only find this online, where Dior Sauvage, you can find it anywhere. You could probably walk into a pharmacy and they're selling Dior Sauvage, and CVS and all these places. So where this you can only get online, I don't see how that is possible, but I've seen this on a lot of lists being number 1. So again, not 100% sure of the validity of it, but it is Blue Atlas Atlantis. Now, I wouldn't even put this in my top 50. Thank you for gifting me the bottle, Blue Atlantis. I really appreciate it. It's nice of you. Does it smell better than Sauvage? Sure. Would I rate this in my top 50 of 2023? No. I don't. I see a lot of publications labeling this number 1 fragrance. They personally, forget top selling, personally have ranked this the number 1 fragrance of 2023. I dispute that. I think there's some funny business behind that. That's a whole nother story. Again, it smells pleasant. It's a mass appealing scent. Doesn't have great longevity, but I don't think that was designed for that purpose. You get some fruity notes in there, some citrus, some oak moss in there, some musk. Again, it's a pleasant scent. It's a very mass appealing fragrance. But I have a hard time believing it's the number 1 selling fragrance, and let alone have a hard time seeing it being on number 1 list, because especially all these reviewers that were talking about it earlier in the year, haven't heard any of them mention it since. We all know what that reason is behind that anyways. So that's the top 10 list. Like I said, these are just my opinions on it. Again, not 100% sure what the validity of this list is, but those are the ones I could find. It seemed like it was a common theme in the places I looked, that these are the top 10. A few I would buy, a few that I own, some that I think we're done talking about in 2024. Let me know, guys, know what you think in the comments. Peace, love, and fragrance.